Well, good morning. Welcome back to the Little French Homestead. If you are new here today, my name is Sherry. Thank you for joining me today. We're just going to be doing a small amount of pantry restock, and I'm going to be soaking some black beans. I'm going to be canning them up tomorrow, but I just want to take you on this little journey to see how I restock my shelves and take care of my family and the upcoming holiday season. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fill up these. I had gotten this Gamma container maybe like a couple of months ago, and I've been waiting until I needed to fill this all up. So we're gonna go ahead and fill this up. This other one back here has got some of my black beans and some pinto beans, and I desperately need to go ahead and get those back on the shelf. So what I'm gonna do is once I fill this up, I'm gonna take these over here. We're gonna go ahead and get them soaking so they can soak all night long. I usually just cut this. If I need any more, let me get more over here. If I need any more rice, or if I don't have enough room for all of my rice in here, I just will put it in mason jars. Perfect. Because this is 25 pounds that I usually get over at Sam's Club. This can last my family probably a good 6 months. I just did a video not too long ago on there. Actually, that's not that bad anyway. It goes right up to here. When I put them in these 5-gallon buckets, sometimes I have to make sure I do a little mason jar work because I don't usually always have enough room in this. That works out perfect. So I'm just gonna mark W on here or R for rice. I was doing a W for white rice, but we're just using jasmine rice now a lot more. We like the flavor of it. It's a little bit nutty on it. I was gonna go ahead and fill up my flour. Let me show you what happened. So this is my flour. I ran out, but I got wheat. Now we don't use wheat flour in my house at all. So I have to take a quick trip back to Sam's Club, drop that off, and get my all-purpose whole wheat flour because I am 100% out of here. I do have half a gallon glass jar that I usually sit on my countertop. That is about halfway done, but I want to make sure I have this so when we go ahead and do any baking or any cooking, I have all that excess. So we're gonna bring everything this way. I'm gonna put that back in my closet, and I'll have my husband take this out to the car. I'm just gonna take these two like this and bring them over here. All right. Now this is a 12 pound of black beans. I am not going to do too much. That looks about good. Because you gotta remember, these are gonna swell up. And that's gonna be a very lot to can after they swell. You wanna make sure that you do set them overnight before you go ahead and do any type of canning in some water, because the beans will go ahead and expand, and you don't want that expanding into your canner because then it'll obviously burst. And you want to make sure that this covers it all. The last time I had done that, I had done a little too much. I think I overcompensated, and I ended up putting about almost half of this container filled with black beans, and it took me took us almost a year to use it all. So I don't want to have it on the shelf for longer than a year. Even though you can, I like to have mine at least 6 months. That way I know to go ahead and keep refreshing it. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this over here, and same thing with the other beans. All right, now I know that the pinto beans we're not going to do a lot of. I still have a couple of in there. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and do enough for maybe 4, 5. There we go. All right, and same thing, going to fill it up with water. Now, I don't like to salt my stuff, so as I'm getting ready to go ahead and can these up, I don't put any salt in them because I don't know what I'm going to use it for, and I don't want to have everything super salty. All right, there we go. And now they're usually going to sit as well. Yeah, I already spilled some. That's why I do it over the sink. And all I'm doing is just trying to push it down a little bit. Pack it in there a little bit more. Now, there we go. And I can get just a little bit more in there. All right, that's perfect. We'll probably be able to fit the other remaining brown sugar into a smaller one. See, this had brown sugar in it before this lid. Maybe gonna have to do another quart. That's not that bad. We'll go ahead and give that a little clean off before we put them away. That way we don't have sugar inside my pantry. We don't want to get any sort of bugs in there. We're going to be using this brown sugar up shortly enough anyway. There. Once I get the cornstarch taken care of, I'll go ahead and put these away and clean them. Now, I don't know about you, but my cornstarch, anytime I put my cornstarch away, it always blows up in my face. Open it up all the way. That was perfect. Just right. And then we're going to take that and throw that away. And my little bit of cornstarch right here, I'm just going to keep this in this. We are doing some stuff a little bit later for tonight's meals and stuff that I need cornstarch. So I will leave that one out. But normally if I didn't need any cornstarch, I would just go ahead and just take that cornstarch, just put it right there on the top. Remember, you always want to do first in, first out. Let me go ahead and clean this up a little cleaner. And we'll move on to the next project that we have. So we were out of toasted sesame seeds. I also wanted some capers. I left my corn down here. These are the 3 that we need to use up. So I've refilled now my green beans and my corn and my peas. I probably didn't really need another thing of peas. I had 5, so now I have 8 more. So we'll just make sure that we go through that stock. I put all the stuff that that are brand new all on the top shelf. I put these green beans here, so I know these ones I need to use up first. We got a couple of apple pie fillings and some cherry pie fillings. I'm just going to keep these down here for right now. We will use these over the next few months. It is, you know, pie season. They had a great sale at my local store, buy one, get one free. So I did those. Also too, with the Eagles brand condensed milk, I did buy one, get one free, and I bought 4. So we're just gonna go ahead, keep this right here on the shelf. That way when we go ahead and do some baking, over the next few months, we go ahead and take care of it. So besides me just putting this in a little container, I have gone and take care of everything that I needed to do for today. All I got to squeeze some lemons, but you don't need to see that. I got a my store was doing $3.99 or $2.99. I think it's $2.99 for these big bag of Parisian lemons. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have these, probably stick them in a ice cube tray and I'll go ahead and squeeze them all out, freeze them, and then that way I'll pop them, stick them in a Ziploc freezer bag, just write down fresh lemons, or I'm sorry, fresh limes, and then that way I have them for any time that I need. I still have more than enough lemons, so that's why I did not buy any lemons. They weren't on sale anyway, but I didn't have enough. And so once I go ahead and do that, I am all done for today. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming with me. I just did a little bit of restock, so it wasn't too much of a big video or a big hassle that I did to do over here. But I mean, it was a little bit of a reset. So I needed these products. We're gonna have to run down to Sam's to go ahead and exchange the wheat. If I used wheat more than anything else, I would have kept it. But we in our house, we don't like the flavor of wheat. I know it's something that you need to get used to. We're just not big wheat eaters. I know that is better for you, but for long-term storage, I would rather have white, because that can last me for almost an entire year. And sometimes, just like the what is it, the rice, the whole grain, the wheat rice, that goes rancid a lot faster. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and return that and then go get my regular flour. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming into my home today. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the like button if you like this content. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and click that notification bell so you get content as soon as I make it. Share, and as always, keep on cooking. Bye.